Let's start with a cube. Press S, then Z to scale it on the Z-axis. Now Ctrl A and apply the scale. We can add a subdivision surface modifier. Now press Tab to go into edit mode. With Ctrl R, I'm gonna add a loop cut here. Now press A to select all the faces and press Shift D to duplicate and just move it. Scale it down with S and Z. Duplicate again. Now select any vertex, then press L to select the object. And I'm going to increase to 2 levels. Now add a remesh modifier. And just increase voxel size, because I don't want too much geometry. Now we can add a displace modifier. Click on New, then click here, in Type, select Clouds. Increase the size. Then in Modifiers, we can adjust the strength. Now I'm gonna add a new subdivision surface. Also a displace modifier. But this time with a smaller size. Again, in Modifiers, adjust the strength. And we can also use a different noise. Click here and select it. Just play with all the settings until you find something that you like. In edit mode, we can still modify it. We can activate these buttons so we can see the modifiers in edit mode. We can also extrude faces by pressing E. Now I'm gonna duplicate it, and we can use this as a base to create different variations. Okay, so now right click, convert to mesh, and this will collapse all the modifiers. Now for the materials, into edit mode, press A, then press U, and hit cube projection. Now open the shader editor, and we need the Node Wrangler add-on, so in Preferences, Add-ons, enable Node Wrangler. Now select the shader and press Ctrl Shift T. Select your textures. These textures are from polyheaven.com. I'm using Rockface03. So now select Diffuse, Displacement, Normal GL, and Roughness. Now I'm gonna change to Viewport Shading, and we can repeat the texture in Mapping Node. Just increase the scale. Now with Shift A, I'm gonna add a sunlight. By pressing R, we can rotate it. Now go here and activate the scene lights. Lower the strength. Now in light properties, increase the strength so we can see more shadows. Again, we can add a subdivision surface. Also a displace modifier. Click on new. And now we can use image or movie. And here, select the displacement map we just added. Again, in modifiers, adjust the strength. In coordinates, we can use UVs. Over here in mapping, we can repeat the displacement map. Now in material, I'm gonna unplug the displacement map for now. Now duplicate the shader with Shift D. And with Shift A, add a mix shader. Again, Ctrl Shift T. And now select the grass textures. I'm gonna set the specular to 0 in both shaders. Now Shift A, add a texture coordinate. Also a separate X, Y, and Z. Also a color ramp. Now connect from normal to separate node, and from Z to color ramp, then color ramp to factor. And now with the color ramp, we can control the grass texture. To get a better result, we can increase the subdivision levels. You can also play with displace strength. And now we can connect the displacement map so we can get a little more detail. Okay, for the scene I used cycles. And for lighting, in world properties, I used the sky texture. Just play with elevation and rotation. For the water, I already made a tutorial where I explain the material. You can find it on my channel. You can also find assets on my Gumroad, the displacement terrains, also the trees. And hope you find something useful. Bye.